This photo shoot almost didn't happen. I had actually reached out to a small independent designer to lend us a couple of pieces for this shoot, and although they initially said yes, they ended up ghosting. That type of thing is quite common, but I think it really worked out for the best in this case because the look that Lauren and I ended up putting together came out so much better than anything we'd originally envisioned. I've been obsessed with this kind of style for a while. I don't know what the correct term is, but I've started referring to it as deconstructed coquette. It's frilly and feminine, but also layered and deconstructed at the same time. I knew my friend Lauren would be both a perfect model and have the perfect wardrobe for us to pull some pieces from and mix with mine and style together. If anyone else remembers the days of Tavi Gevinson, Rookie, and fashion blogs in general, this is what that kind of reminded me of, just the joy of hanging out and trying stuff out and hopefully ending up with a really cool outfit. And I think we did. My personal favourite detail of the outfit is this kind of waist garter thing, which is actually Lauren's corset top worn upside down and back to front. With the final look ready, we moved outside to a balcony to start shooting. I know my friends are already sick to death of seeing my balcony used in photo shoots, but the light is just so nice out there. The frosted glass is such a nice colour and texture, and I mean, it's my balcony, it's so convenient. I'm gonna keep shooting there, what can I say? There's also just something about the brutality that pairs so nicely with this outfit. I think it's because they both feel kind of retro and rooted in the past, but deconstructed and pared back. I don't know if anyone else will agree with me, but to me there's something kind of quite 80s about this outfit. I was pretty happy with this as first shot of the day. The one thing I would change is I would have been slightly lower down, just so we don't get that annoying fire escape sticker behind her head, which is what I did for the second shot, but then also annoyingly didn't quite wind the film properly, which had more repercussions on the third shot, which you'll see in a second. I honestly have no recollection of how I made this mistake, but it's fine. I'm human and there's quite a large margin for error with film. Sometimes, depending on my mood, it can take a while to ease into a shoot, and sometimes mistakes like that happen, or oversight when it comes to small details, like the socks. I really wish I'd remembered to suggest either wearing shoes or covering up her feet. I feel like the white socks are kind of shattering the illusion of this outfit a little bit. This one, however, is one of my favourite photos I think I've ever taken. I love the softness, I love the colours. I'm so happy that I got the focus just right. I felt like that was the perfect note to end the balcony portion of the shoot on, so we moved indoors to shoot by the sofa, which is right in front of the windows. The fabric on this sofa is a kind of slightly strange, almost regal fabric, and it happened to match Lauren's blue eyes perfectly, so we had to get some shots there. Lauren perfectly conveyed the kind of slightly strange, melancholy vibe that I wanted for this shoot. She is a professional model, and it is such a joy to work with someone who's just so good at their craft. She's also taking her years of experience and frustration with the industry and launching her own modelling agency, one that's ethical and puts models first.
I was getting slightly nervous doing handheld shots.
You know, we planned this outfit in advance.
Yeah.
You know, me and Artemis.
Yeah, so much back and forth over WhatsApp.
Yeah. We didn't just sling it all together today.
No, you should see the email chain.
Yeah. You should see the Pinterest, the email chain.
Yeah.
Various options.
Yeah.
Make it
Very demanding as a photographer, Artemis is. Like, has to know everything before time.
Yes, absolutely.
It's quite dark in my flat, so after we were done with the sofa shots, we decided to still stay as close as possible to the big windows. I had been meaning to use these curtains in a photo shoot and hadn't yet, so this seemed like the perfect opportunity, and I'm so glad we decided to use them because it's resulted in some of my favourite photos from the shoot. Love, love, love this shot. I'm so happy with how it came out. To me, it feels like there's just so much more of a story behind this one rather than the other shots, which feel a bit more kind of editorial fashion-y. There's something about her facial expression, creeping behind the curtains, the broken glass, the sheet over the furniture in the back, that's just painting so much more of a picture. I feel like in this image, a lot more so than the others, she's more of a character in a story. I feel like the common thread between most of my favourite images I've ever taken is whether or not I've come up with some kind of story or direction with or for the model. Whether that's being a creepy curtain switcher or a wizard in winter trying to summon the sunshine, sometimes giving people a story or a character to inhabit can result in much better photos. If you're interested in learning more about my process or getting some guidance, I actually offer one-on-one online mentorships, and I'm also hosting an analog photography retreat in June in Wales this summer. It's going to be such a beautiful time. We'll be staying in a historical old cottage by the river, surrounded by nature and other creatives. We'll have time to relax and unwind and create to our heart's content without restrictions and algorithms in mind. We'll have time to explore and experiment with different techniques, including cyanotypes of fabric, which is my current obsession. I can't wait. It's going to be so lovely. There's a link in the description with all of the details, and I hope to see you there. This is the final shot from the set, and actually a lot more editorial than storytelling. But I also really like it. It's probably my most kind of magazine vibes shot I've ever taken. And it's kind of nice and affirming to know that I can do those types of shots too.
Woo! That's it, that's the roll finished.
Done, done, done.
And that pretty much concludes our business for today. Thank you for being here, and see you in the next one.